Directed and written by Rahul Raji Nair, who previously made waves with films like Adamuri Velacham and Dakini, Flask positions itself as a politically tinged comedy drama, produced under First Print Studios. It stars Saiju Kurup in the central role, with Suresh Krishna as a formidable judge and Siddharth Bharathan as a young rebel leader, supported by Aswathi Srikanth and a small ensemble recreating Kerala's rustic life, as reported in regional film coverage. Narrative and storyline. The film follows Jyoti Krishna, Saiju Kurup, an easygoing police officer transferred to serve as a special protection officer to Judge Venkatesh. Suresh Krishna, posted in a subdivision simmering with local Maoist tensions. Jyoti, more interested in singing than discipline, struggles to reconcile his laid-back habits with the expectations of his role. Meanwhile, Judge Venkatesh is seen as a symbol of order in a politically unstable town. Conflict arises when local tensions erupt between the judge's legal authority and insurgent politics, personified by Arivasagan, Siddharth Bharathan, a young rebel with ideological fervor. The dynamic between these three, Jyoti, the judge, and the rebel, sets up what could have been a tense and layered political trajectory. But instead, early promise dissolves into episodic humor, random flashbacks, and comedic detours that dilute narrative momentum. The first half attempts satire through music callbacks, most notably the classic, Ne En Sarga Soundariyame, flashback sequences involving college romances, and quirky subplots that revolve around the judge's nostalgia and Jyoti's mismatched energy. Aswathi Srikanth's role as Jyoti's supportive yet bewildered wife adds emotional sincerity in brief scenes. After intermission, the film pivots toward its political heart with speculation about ideological betrayal, court proceedings involving insurgents, and Jyoti Krishna's internal turmoil. Yet storytelling remains uneven. Satire lacks sharpness, tension feels perfunctory, and comic relief overshadows the ideological conflict the film hints at. Creative team and performances. Director Rahul Raji Nair is known for addressing social issues through unconventional structures. In Flask, he channels political ambition, but critics suggest that the execution lacks cohesion. Some praised the film's visual authenticity and ambition, but noted that writing felt sparse in the emotional stakes. Saiju Kurup, in the lead, navigates between comedy and emotional vulnerability. His restrained performance reveals glimpses of purpose, particularly when Jyoti confronts moral ambiguity. Critics mention his familiar style, recalling earlier roles, but acknowledge his earnestness as the central anchor. Suresh Krishna brings quiet intensity as the judge. His composure grounds the political stakes even when the script lets him drift into caricature. Audiences and critics found his role weighty but underwritten. Siddharth Bharathan's portrayal of the rebel leader is presumably meant to offer ideological contrast. Yet, reviewers indicate that his character remains superficial, lacking depth or narrative clarity. Aswathi Srikanth, as Salini, Jyoti's wife, contributes warmth in the limited role she's given, with critics noting that her short but impactful scenes evoke emotional depth otherwise missing in the male-dominated script. Technical craft cinematographer Jayakrishnan Vijayan captures rural Kerala's texture, dusty pathways, monsoon-lit streets, intimate interiors, with authenticity. Music and sound design lean on folk motifs and nostalgic melodies, though at times they feel tacked on rather than integrated. Critics highlighted that certain flashbacks and musical interludes disrupt mood more than serve emotional beats. Editing is described as uneven. Some scenes linger without purpose while others rush through moments that could build gravity. At a runtime edging close to 2 hours, Flask struggles to maintain tonal focus across genre shifts, From political seed to musical sketch to mild thriller. Overall creative assessment. Flask arrives with the potential of political satire interwoven with character-driven drama. Rahul Raji Nair's intention seems to be an ensemble commentary on justice, revolt, and personal clarity. However, critics argue the result feels disjointed, an ambitious structure left without consistent vision. Performances, especially Saiju Kurup's emotionally attuned lead, offer genuine moments. Suresh Krishna and Aswathi Srikanth provide grounding emotional weight, but the script limits all characters from achieving full narrative fulfillment. Visually and technically, the film is competent, but story coherence and tonal consistency waver. While Flask has its moments, brief flashes of political irony or human vulnerability, its lasting impression is of unfulfilled promise. The film carries good intentions and strong performances, but lacks narrative muscle and structural integration to make them resonate fully.
Hope you like the video. See you with another interesting video. Bye then, signing off from Black and Blank.